I cannot wait to see who joins us today. Hello, hello. Welcome to Golden Empress Collection. This is our second try. Well, maybe even third. Third time is a charm. I will tell you though, I did change the title. This is still a pick a card, but this is now a message from the Ancestor line. Very, very powerful energies. What I was saying earlier during that little 4 little minute thing was the ancestors are loud and clear. Definitely need to pass the messages along. So this is our family time. It's been all about family. Uh, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. I hope that all of you have enjoyed every single moment that you have been allowed to spend with family. If you've not spent time with family and you've been by yourself, I get that too. So my prayer for you is that things are merry, joyful, and bright. Okay. And that nothing is binding you or trying to hold you back in any way, shape, or form. Okay. That you excel and you exceed in the things that you're trying to accomplish. So, for those of you that need hugs, hugs to you. Great to see you. I'm getting the chat up. Please let me know if you can hear the audio because that's what we were having an issue with earlier. So be a sweetie, be a dear, and let me know if you could hear the audio because I could not hear it at all. There it is. Okay, so I'm going to sit close to you guys because I don't get to use my mic. I do not get to use my mic. So I don't know, maybe it's time for a new one. You guys want to throw that out there? That's pretty cool too. Open up that heart, give some love to the channel. I'll see you guys shortly here. As I said, reuniting with family, and so we've actually joined some decks. These are actually decks that I have used. No, I have never used these decks before, and they were kind of gifted to us in a way of they were gifted to us to say, hey, go ahead, use them, bring the ancestors in. But one of these decks is kind of like my 1947 deck. And that deck, yeah, very interesting, right? So let's give YouTube a second to get these announcements out. If you guys are just joining the channel, after the live, we normally go live about, or we get into the reading about 3 minutes in. It's going to be a pick a stack. This deck, from what I'm being told, is the a-hole deck, kind of like my 1947's deck. Hit the like button as you come in the room, babies. We're back. We have sound. Hopefully, nothing loud occurs. I think we're okay though. We'll try the mic again here shortly. The mic is so much better. But we are going to clean the energy because once I tried to originally start, there was definitely something that tried to block it. And we're not doing that today. We're not doing squatter type energy. As you guys know, I have been traveling and doing spiritual cleanses. And sometimes when you're doing your spiritual cleanses, you have energy that just refuses to budge, See, look, mother guidance, I'm telling you. You cannot make that up. So, these two decks are back together. These are Jennifer Aquarius tarot decks, and they were purchased with the intent of, you guys know how my channel works. Every deck has a match, right? It has a yin and a yang. So we're just giving it some extra time to clear space. Those of you that are my high priestesses, ooh, I know you've been real quiet. And if you haven't been quiet, it was just your time to say whatever it was you needed to say. Quite a few of you, so you must be able to hear me, as you guys know. All right, let's get started. We're going to do pick a deck. We're going to start with our standard cards. Like I said, the line is the Ancestors. You guys, this channel has been around for years. Just, shadow ban. You guys know how that goes. You say certain words and They're like, whatever. Oh, hello. There you are. Thank you. Avian. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. Family, young, moving forward, opportunity. You guys, you have little blessings coming. That's what I feel. Be grateful, but as I always say, not having integrity will get you nowhere. You will actually end up sad, lonely, and depressed. Not having integrity in the things that you do. I do hear that. Mm-hmm. Understand. What do we need to know? Yeah, there's something here about definite love. Like I told you, these two decks are reunited for the holidays. My deck, this is actually one of my younger's decks, and then we've got Lenormand, and then this is the other side of the family. This is the a-hole deck, and it's just gonna tell it like it is. So, you guys were about to have fun. There's also the Anatomy deck, there's the Mermaid deck, and the African Goddess Rising deck. So I think this reading's going to be good, whatever it is. Mm-hmm. Pick a stack, pick a stack. Pick a stack, pick a stack. Getting to where you need to be is what I'm thinking with whatever this is. But being bound, like I said, something about deception. That's what I'm picking up on. Get you nowhere. Pick a stack. That's what came out first. Mm-hmm. And I even said there's a very maternal sort of guidance that has something that they need to say. This might be a Cancer individual. I'm also picking up on a very, very strong water-based energy here. Very strong water-based energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. What is it about this? This is, you know what I'm hearing with this? I'm hearing making moves. This is something about making moves. No, it's not time to, okay. Somebody, wow, they're jumping right into this day. You know, I actually had see self-sabotage on top of that, right? That's that Five of Pentacles. What are you actually choosing? I had to ask permission to use this deck, by the way, just so you guys are aware. Archangel Michael is definitely something that I'm calling in right now as I begin to pick up this deck, because technically it's not mine. And it is a handmade deck from one of my kin. Do you see what I'm saying? And so they're sharing this opportunity with you. I wish they were here to read with me. That's what we should do later. We might do that later this week. Maybe they'll come out here and read as well. But that's how much we love each other, that this is okay to do this, if that makes sense. So tell me about whatever this is, because to me it just seems like, don't get stuck. That's what I'm hearing. I hear don't get stuck. Ooh. That's a sex tape. Uh-oh. So basically what I'm saying is, this person, somebody must have a stalker. Oh my gosh. Look, it says throat goat. Oh my gosh. This is a very direct. Somebody is very, very clear as to what they want. This came out in the reverse and it says sneaky. So yeah, there's definitely lies, deception. Something has happened here. Something has been like filmed. Someone has been caught on tape, if that makes sense. But someone does not want drama. Maybe this is, you know, like I said, a maternal figure coming in here. There's somebody here where somebody in my mind got busted, and now they have to go and deal with some sort of traumatic conversation, if that makes sense, because of all of this air energy that's flowing through here. You have what is this? Somebody's lying as well. I see that somebody would actually do damage, trying to harm another person, ruin a reputation, right? Withhold, it's something about withholding. And when you don't give them what they need, they come by your house to create drama, and you're not having it. You're not having it. I don't know, maybe this person, you guys know, this person cannot stop thinking about you. See what I mean? You're like, get lost. That's what I feel like. They don't want to leave. They don't want you going anywhere in a few months. Something about, I don't know. There's something to hear about money and somebody wanting to be greedy. But you are not, you're fed up. If somebody tries to come by, you're not dealing with anybody that's going to be deceptive. Or somebody was deceptive and got completely found out, if that makes sense. Busted, like it's on film. I don't know. For some of you all, maybe, I don't know, just thinking randomly, the sex is actually so bad. You're like, yeah, no, I'm good. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, there could be something here where it's just, yeah, no, I'm good. Jill, hi, Jill. What else? Who else is in here? Oh, okay. King of pop of my house. See? Narcissist. Now, this came out. This is the divine feminine. See? And we saw self-sabotage earlier. Ace of Pentacles. Some of you all might be married to this particular person, but it's definitely a contract you have to deal with. Yeah, definitely. There's no gold here when it comes to demons. That's for sure. But this is, to me, this is someone taking charge. See how she's like really moving forward in a sense? And so she's like, okay, let me get on my bike and go. Let me just go zoom, zoom, zoom the other way. I don't know. Somebody recognizes who the manipulator is. Here. Ooh, ooh. So if there's somebody that comes through here and they're like, no, I need money or I need this, something along those lines, they're like, no, you need to show me. I'm not dealing with this. There, to me, this is, I'm not dealing with this. Because this is caught up. That's what I hear. Caught up with whatever this lies and deception is. Somebody doesn't want that truth to come out, I promise you. And they're going to do whatever it is that they can do to make sure that that does not come out. Keep that on the hush hush. See? Because otherwise, there's going to be some hurt ass feelings. Somebody, maybe somebody could be just like waiting on that to drop that as a bomb. And then you're going to see some old, I don't know. So this is a whole deck, right? I saw some Queen of Swords information. I feel like if this Empress is smart enough, how does this work out for the Empress? Stalking you. Social media. Hiding my emotions and coming back. Ooh, this Empress is pissed. She doesn't want somebody. So somebody's hiding, like I told you, somebody's hiding a way to get back at somebody. It's kind of like you can only have me, and if I can't have you, you can't have anybody type thing. We play, you know what we're playing? We're playing Ancestor readings. That's what we're playing. What is the vibe? And the vibe is watch yourself. Earth sign energy. And this is all up. And so when you say earth sign, you think Taurus, right? Capricorn, earth sign energy. Someone who has no control, does not want anybody else touching you. You know what I mean? And they know, it's like they're in your business. And they see you don't want them, but they want you. They want you. I promise you they want you. Still unknown. This Empress is like, nah, stay away from me. You see this person stalking you too. I know you do. I know you see him stalking you, but you don't want it. You're like, no. You're like, go heal yourself. Go do something. Stop being an asshole. Stop. I mean, and it really just showed how asshole, ASS hole this person is. This person is the opposite of a king. This person is a page. They need to grow the hell up. See? And you won't put your foot in the ass. I know you are. Excuse my French. I told you this is the a-hole deck. And they claimed it. Like they're not going to let their beautiful woman go anywhere near this black king. They're not doing it. This person, no. They're like, just ghost this idiot because they're trying to bind you, create lies, trap you, keep you in a state of self sabotage so you can't be the divine feminine, right? Yeah, this person needs to go heal. Bless this person. Tell them, hey, I gotta go. Look, this is on Friday night, Saturday night. I'm washing my hair, baby. Bye. And then that's when they're coming by your house. Let that go. Let that go. Yeah, this person has other hoes. They're like, oh, I don't have other hoes. Yes, they do. Whatever. No, let this person grow up a little bit. Let them grow up. That would be best. You know what I'm saying? Drunk AF. They must be thinking about you. You know? Gotta make sure we keep the deck right. Keep that deck right, baby. You know who I'm thinking about right now is that man from Friday. Can't think of his name. Who knows his name? He was the father. He was like, put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. I don't know why I'm thinking that. I just am. Put some hot sauce on my burrito, baby. That's a freaking hilarious phrase to be saying. It's like an inside joke for somebody, I'm guessing, because I don't normally say that. Scorpio, maybe it's a Scorpio that you don't talk to anymore. Oh, you're very welcome and thank you for saying she's a ho ho ho. Thank you for saying thank you, you guys. I appreciate it. Look, I like this deck. This deck does definitely tell the truth. It says things that I wouldn't normally say, but like I told you, it's a family deck. We're jumping off into it, if that makes sense. So, I don't know how many we're going to do. I don't know how long we're going to be here, but we're just going to be here. Okay. Let's do stack number 2. That's interesting. It's like a yellowing. It's been through a lot. Like I said, we're not even in Phoenix right now, so we've been doing some serious traveling, baby. Some serious traveling. Oh, Divine Masculine just hopped out the deck. Do you see that? Like, okay. Stack number 2, you got, it's a man. Where'd this man come from? Okay. Someone who's been waiting to do what? Healed? Someone. Okay. Not saying anything. What is this? There's something about commitment here. Commitment to doing something. All right. A man jumped out the deck. They want a family. But what? Wait a minute. So they're waiting. Someone here is highly invested and very, very abundant. I don't know if... Oh, wait a minute. What? Look, you have descending order here. Going through a situation with this particular person actually sent them to a place of needing to heal, giving back, and finding their divine feminine. I don't know. There's also something here about a masculine that still wants a person, really stuck in their head about lies and deception, wanting to move forward. There's also something about priorities here when it comes to the 6 of Pentacles or 6 of Diamonds. Somebody wanted to continue to reach out to say, hey, is it possible that we still communicate and do something here? But with this combination, I feel like it's in somebody's heart to reciprocate to somebody, but there's still some untruth right here. It's almost like, yeah, we can be together, but they're removing the need to... Someone doesn't have access anymore, if that makes sense. Like, they're making it very clear that they have third parties and they do not get to question them as to where they go. They are a single, I'm thinking single individual, and If they want to have third parties, cool, but otherwise, then you should just go, is what I see right there. It's a very strong statement, actually. It's like quite strong. You know what I mean? It's very strong. Make sure you guys are hitting that heart button as you're coming in the room. This masculine is they're investing in, I hear themselves, but oh yeah, there's two people. There's two separate women here. What is happening? I don't have a clear read on this. I don't. It's wish fulfillment. That's cake and eat it too, baby, right there. Hold on. But not to be pessimistic on it, right? Okay, what about that? Oh my God. Whatever this is with this Queen of Wands, it's like, ooh, it's not a healthy situation. It's actually a betrayal because there's something else that's happening over here, and it looks like this person has a family. There is definitely communication going back and forth. There is investment, there is friendship. Maybe this is a work situation here. There's been some sort of an investment of some sort, but it is a betrayal, and it's not a good healthy thing, right? And it could create some sort of could even create a problem at work. You know, I don't see it as being an explosive situation, yeah, because I feel like the Mrs. whoever this is, and I say Mrs. Do you see how I say that? Is in the dark. So whoever the feminine energy is, there's a second feminine energy stepping in. Yeah, that's a problem. And there is forgiveness here, though. There's definitely forgiveness here, but you have a lot of people playing into this particular situation. I want to know what this is. Seven of Wands. That's interesting. Lust. Interesting. Lust. Okay. Tell me, give me, yeah, I was in like an outcome. I coming back, hiding my emotions. These two people that clearly like each other, right? Social media, maybe they met each other on social media. At some point this ends, right? But or maybe if you're trying to cut somebody off, they're not allowing that. They just come back in a sense of, well, let me just work with this person, blah blah blah. This masculine finds this feminine highly attractive, okay? Here's the other aspect. I mean, we don't have to be negative with this. If this is just you looking at a person, you've been working with this particular person, you might find yourself end up really liking this person and finding out that you both have a way of, I don't know. I mean, from a positive viewpoint, you both have a way of handling a situation, and this could lead to an offer. See, I know you're the one. So maybe this is like the person's thought process about a third party that they were with. Outside opinions, there's other people that are involved in this, and it's somebody does want to know, okay, well, let's say for instance something did end, right? And there's someone new that they have feelings for. Like the other person, they were sexual with this person, but then maybe there was something here where, I don't know, maybe someone broke up, they want to get back together. Somebody's being defensive about whatever this is because it's like a betrayal. Someone was betrayed in this. So I don't necessarily know if the masculine is betraying the feminine or if the feminine is the one saying that the masculine is investing in other women. I don't know. But it's the truth, and everything is coming out. And now it's affecting whether or not there's someone else here. Does someone else has feelings? Something sneaky, see? And someone's going to break up because something sneaky is happening, or something sneaky happened. Someone broke up. And now they need to learn to protect themselves. Somebody knows that they found the one. There could be Aries energy here. Evil, sex, missing you. What the hell? But the sex is in reverse. And why is there evil here? 7 of Wands. Well, with that 7 of Wands, this is somebody that's holding themselves back. See, 9 of Pentacles. You know, on what they're going to be investing themselves in, you know, what they're doing for themselves right now. So take that as it resonates for you, okay, babies? It says, can't stop thinking about you, and then ego. Maybe somebody is saying, okay, I'm going to have to stop thinking about this particular person, but that's their ego when deep down they have these particular feelings for someone. I do feel like there is someone new here. I also feel like there's something here about other people sleeping with other people. There's like rendezvous. There's a bunch of stuff hidden behind the scenes here. There's things that are going on that nobody really knows about. I don't know if it's all being manipulated. I think it's all just kind of corresponding, and people meet for a reason, and then next thing you know, things just happen. People become family. People start having children and babies and stuff like that. For some of you all, this is the one that got away, in the sense of you never had sex with this particular person, and you find out that this person is still single. Yeah, evil. There it came out. Look, it came out. What the hell? Oh my gosh. Okay, so someone is highly frustrated. Highly, 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 highly frustrated. It came out. The betrayal came out. And look, you got 88, 10, 10, 9, 7, 2. I was going to say major arcana, sorry. Court cards, 10s. You have 30, 3, 3. So let's go with 3, 3, 3 for that. What is it with the 7 energy? Tell me what it is with the 7 energy for you guys. Let me know in the chat. How does that 7 resonate for you? Because the 7 either is a life path number or it's difficulties with other people is what I'm thinking. And you've accomplished so many things so far. Like, I see a family unit here. I see how life and healing can go a long way. Like, party time, being around who you want to be with. Somebody, like I told you, I called it. Didn't I say that somebody wants to offer somebody some sort of sex? But they're like, if I come back, you can't really know what it is that I've been doing or what it is I've been working on. Like, I don't know. This is messy. It's messy in the sense that there's more than one option for sex. But here, it's get control of your drive is what I'm going to say. Someone is definitely needing to work on them. And stop thinking about someone that is possibly only really messing with their ego. And again, don't self-sabotage. There's somebody here that doesn't need you, and if they act like they only want to visit you, then you already know. Right? Could be a man. See, look, and this is man that could be done with you or done with someone. Pocket watcher. I don't know. Maybe it's a few months away. I don't know. You'll never see. You'll never know. You'll never see. You'll never know. I don't know what that means. But that's where we're going to leave that one. I don't know how that resonates because I didn't resonate with it, but maybe you did. So, sneaky, shady, yeah. That's how it kind of felt. That's how that came off, if that makes sense. Oh, I got you guys something. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. This is big. Big ass leaf from outside. It's interesting. I decided to show it right now. I stuck it in the lamp. Super freaking cool. How big this freaking leaf is. So read number 2. This must be for you. No. Well, read number 2. Yeah. Read number 3 too. There you go. Big ass leaf. Isn't that weird? I don't know. It's fall, but it's not fall. It was just a beautiful color. It was still kind of green. I'm like, chlorophyll, baby, chlorophyll. Some of you guys, if you're dealing with, I'm just hearing cancers of the body. I don't know who needs to know this. I've actually heard this a couple of times in the past. If you are dealing with cancers of the body, you should be cleansing yourself of anything that might be wrong. So like if you've got issues with dental or you have skin issues, stuff like that, get that stuff cleared up and then make sure you're juicing, right? Make sure you're juicing. See? Take care of your health, take care of your environment. Maybe you have someone coming in here to help you. This is stack number 3. To me, this is a seasonal thing as well. So some of you, I feel like you have not met this person yet. Look, you got another 4. Look, you got an 8 at the bottom. So definitely 4, 4, 4, 4. Stack number 3. Actually, I'm being drawn to this. So 44. You have a 4 vibration and you also have the King of Wands. Ancestor messages, the truth. Okay. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to utilize this deck. Relaxation. Rest and relaxation. Keeping to yourself. Refraining. Somebody says, what have you been doing? Well, you've been working on yourself, right? Yeah. Turning away. Somebody needed to be by themselves for a little bit. What about it? Okay. Turning away from love. Who turned away from love? Someone's turning away from love and accepting it? What are we doing here? Somebody says, no, you're supposed to hold on to this love. 8 of Wands, this could be a very hardworking person. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You're supposed to be holding on to whoever this lover is. Or love. I see love with this. You just found skin cancer after I just said that? Wow. Well, blessings to you. I hope that works out well. You also have a divine masculine here. Yeah, I don't, like, literally, that's funny. So maybe, double check your teeth, do all that other stuff. I'm not a doctor though. You guys know that. So double check your teeth, do all that stuff that you need to clear up in order to make sure that you're, feeling pretty good about yourself. What are we doing here? So you have the 6. You also have the divine masculine that just showed up at the bottom of the deck. Truth, turn away, and love. 6 of Swords. Truth, turn away, and love. Why? You guys remember, I've never read with these cards before, so I apologize. I'm hearing listen up. They're telling me to listen. Listen, Linda, listen. They have something they need to do. They have, look, I told you, divine masculine. They have something that they need to do. Bottom of the deck, the divine masculine. There's something here. There's someone who's stressed out. The relationship that they want to hold on to. But the truth is, what? Somebody's had, I don't want to be negative, but somebody's had too many lovers? What is happening here? So what's missing is the emotion in a situation. So who's lacking feelings then? Because here's feelings right here. Like, this person is learning how to get control of their feelings. Because I only see one person. I see the divine masculine because they stepped out before that. This is that person's personality. So it's like they lack emotion, right? They lack emotion, and I don't think that's ever going to be something that they learn how to use either. Does that make sense? But they do want to see you. Where did you go? They would still like to be around you. If they come towards you, would you listen? Drunk as fuck. Oh my gosh. Some of you all, here's your stalker again. Can't stop thinking about you. Gender fluid. Oh my God. What are all these men doing here then? Somebody's gender fluid. Hurt. Haters. Quit asking me that BS and break up. We can move on to a different subject, but this is not somebody that's going to come outright and tell you what's been going on. Okay, it could be something they've been dealing with in their family their entire life, right? It says just live worry free. They don't even want to address whatever situation it is. They just want to move on and pretend like things didn't happen, right? And they're going to tell you that they're good. They're going to tell you, look, I just support people that need to be supported. Maybe my dad is miserable, or maybe my dad is making this miserable. I'm not like him. I don't feel like he does, something like that, if that makes sense. Queen. Oh, I hope this man is not treating his queen wrong. Air sign. Maybe she's a Libra, Gemini. She gonna say what she needs to say though. I know that. Social media. She took to social media. Somebody's trying to ignore something. They're trying not to put their feelings into it. Stalking you, greed, and thirst. Stalking you, greed, and thirst. What do y'all think? How does this resonate for y'all? Because somebody is not fazed by any of this. Somebody wants someone to be heard and fallen in love, and they're willing to give them a second chance. They definitely want to see him again. I definitely see that this is someone who would play games. But this masculine, they would apologize if they needed to. If that makes sense. I see that this is someone who will at some point emotionally grow up, but they're having a hard time dealing with whatever that is. They don't see it the way that you see it, right? Their needs and desires is not the same way you see it. I don't know. Maybe they just think that you're being nosy and you watch everything that they freaking do on social media. And you really just want, for real, what I'm picking up on is they want somebody to just leave them alone. Stop stalking me. Somebody's masculine is like, geez Louise. Maybe their kids, you know how they say out of the mouths of children? Maybe the kids have seen it and the kids are telling what's going on. Maybe you guys have kids that are like between the ages of 11. I'm telling you, your family loves you. See, oh, he came out. Look, and there's the divine feminine. I don't know what's getting ready to happen, but I know somebody just needs a little bit more time to be a little emotionally mature about a particular situation, and then boom. And then the divine feminine handles, see, look, there's marriage, there's commitment, there's some joking around, right? There's going to be a little bit of spying. Are you still acting single? Blah, 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 blah. He want to live worry-free. She wants to be married and committed. Will he do that? Yes. I think he realizes he loves her. If she says, look, I can't do this, he's going to say, well, look, I love you. All right. And it's probably a no sex situation. Like, no, we can't have sex. F around and find out. Just keep playing with me because I'm going to move on here. And look, I'm telling you that's exactly what it is. This woman says, I really, really like you. I'm digging you. This is our relationship. This is where I want things to be. I needed to move forward, and you playing with me. You acting like you don't care. So if you don't care, I got all these other options over here. And she don't want them options, I promise you. And this masculine is like, you better stay the F away from her. She's mine. Like I see claim all over whatever this is. That's all it is. Like that's what, yeah. I don't need to go any further into it. And that's exactly what it is. Maybe, yeah. I know you're the one hiding my emotions, coming back. Yeah, this is someone who's going to figure out that they want their person. All right, yay! Congratulations, get married. But I still see a mofo spying, and if that's the kind of relationship you want to be in, trapped on whether or not someone else is crazy, delusional, and, you know, investing, it will, I don't know. Just make sure that if you, I don't know. All I can say is this man should treat you like you're that one, if that makes sense. And there should never be anything for you to question. I don't see that you would be happy. Yeah, see what I mean? Recognition. You would be happy if they provided you with the correct recognition. Some of you all, it's about abundance. Otherwise, this person is going to be a memory to you because you're about to go with the flow and let them go. You cannot make that up. Yeah, and it's better for your health. It says re-energize. You know what I mean? It's going to take a minute, though. And they said you might not have the patience for what that is. Yeah, look, and don't shoot the messenger is what I just heard. Have patience. They need you to remain innocent. Be spontaneous. You know, be careful when it comes to that deep dive. Deep dive with yourself. Learn how, you know, to love yourself. If you're going to turn away from something, remember, keep loving yourself. See how she's loving herself? I love me. Yeah, there's other fishies, but I love me. That's a nice little deck. I like that deck. Let's see, look. Discernment. And they said be very careful when people come around and try to offer you this friendship. If they're not someone that's from a healed type of energy, what are they really bringing you? Right? It's a mystery. What are they bringing you? And again, you need to make sure that you can have trust with whoever this particular person is, okay? Trust and make good decisions is what they're telling you. Yeah. Don't be too naive either. It's another thing I'm picking up. How you guys doing out there? What are we on? You know we got to do one of these. You know we got to do one of these. What's that? Stack number 3? Let's do 4. Let's do stack number 4. Stepping in. And these ancestor messages. These ancestor messages are interesting. I had someone that it was an energy that tried to block me from literally coming out here. It was a fear-based energy, but it was more in the form of a narcissist. It was like literally it was a squatter. Hi, Carol, baby, how you doing? I am good. I'm doing very well, y'all. You know, really just like developing my gifts. I swear I can hear you all talking, even though I know you're in the chat and haven't put it in there yet. So. Just developing my gifts. I know that all of you have pretty much been doing the same, you know. Hopefully cuddles, you guys are keeping warm. We're going to recharge some of these energies that are up here today. We're going to do a reset. Let's do a recharge real quick. These will come out. This is Anatomy of a Witch Oracle. They said, no, that's not for us. But this, and again, you guys know I'm not at home. I'm with family right now, and we're like, you know, they're adding cards. Oh, you're such a sweetie. Thank you. Thank you so much for that donation. Let me get you a heart on that. I think I can do that now. See? Yes, I can. All right. So this is cards for the mind, body, and spirit. Very, very nice. Very metaphysical cards. I remember when I gifted these to her. We don't need to read them, but I am going to go to page number 2. That's what I'm hearing. Page number 2 in the book. And let me see. Okay. About the author, I will even show you her picture. Her name is Laura Tempest Zackroft. Tempest. That's only the second person I've ever heard in my life with that name, Tempest. And page number 2. Interesting. It talks about the heart, the lungs, calling on our primal selves, using and grounding ourselves to create and stirring everything in our mind. Using our experiences, our memories, our sensations, feelings, and inspirations, creating the pattern of our path. So what gift do you have? Did I put that in the comments as well? What gift do you guys have? And actually, and like I said, I've just been kind of growing. You guys have been growing. I'm not going to utilize this deck because I feel like, if the owner of this deck ever chooses to actually do that, then they would be the ones that would read with it. But I was told it's cool to look at the book. So yeah, that was a lot. Those 3 readings were a lot, you guys. Let me check my energy real quick, okay? And I hope you're doing well. It doesn't tell me anymore how long we've actually been on here. So I do need to pay attention to that. I tried going earlier. Let's see if we're getting into something new, babies. We're getting into something new. A new energy. Let's cleanse. I'm also picking up on stack number 3. And you guys know how this goes. That reading, and this is like the last portion of it, that reading was meant to tell somebody about their lineage so that they knew how to deal with something. Like what happened in their family, so now they understand why their family acts and interacts with each other the way that they do. Just in case there's any sort of spiritual trouble in the future is what I'm picking up on. Someone needed to know that story about how it ended between their grandparents. That's weird, but okay. Let's see what else we got, babies. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, stack 3 was interesting. This is stack number 4. Stack number 4's energy as we move forward today. Do not take it, I heard. You have the 10 of Wands. You are releasing something and finding so much better. Ooh, I heard sexy man. I like to call him sexy beau. Yeah. He's your person. This is your person. And what's funny is I think that there's a little pessimism? Am I saying it right? Yeah, I'm saying it right. Maybe it's a new feeling, new emotion in some way, shape, or form. I'm feeling like there was some sort of hurt. There was some sort of betrayal. Yeah, it's some, and I see this word over here, exposed. Yeah, let's talk about it. What is it this person was holding on to? They were being faithful to something and they were not aware. They did not see that they should have created something differently. But this is how it was meant to go. This was their divine purpose. This was their structure. This was their like soul influence is what I'm hearing. Yeah, look, see? It taught them something. It taught them how to be emotionally ready. It taught them how to be someone who's caring and special and learning how to make more plans in life, right? They're planning with their new person. They're planning something that is the way to go is what I keep hearing. What is the karmic situation of all of this? It says twin flamed exposed intentions is the name of this deck. Thank you. Okay, so tantric sex and playa. So somebody was just out here spending money, having this sexual relationships with people, investing in the wrong things. You know what I mean? And because I've always seen the 10 of Wands as being more of like the pleasure stick. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? And then you got player at the bottom of the deck. And then you also have bipolar disorder, like someone who did not know what it was that they wanted. They were here, they were there, they were up, they were down. Yeah, see, someone that they could have been married to. And somebody literally, I I feel like the burden was it, you didn't want me for me. You know, like if you didn't want me, why? This is the divine masculine, right? This is someone who's healed at this point. And I see that because there's the shadow divine masculine and then there's the real no, that was the shadow divine masculine. See, bored, losing interest. Somebody got hooked up with the wrong person or they just got tired of it and they said, "Okay, I'm going to step out for a minute." This was someone who was not faithful. I'll just say that. There was insecurity. Someone had other options or an option. Maybe they kept another option for a very long time. And so then they said, okay, I'm moving. I'll get through it. I know I need to go through some sort of healing, right? They've been battling their addictions, no matter what those addictions are, but basically dealing with the devil, right? The burden is yeah, they have abandonment issues. They have to fight temptation. And during these holiday times, you know, I don't know, somebody must have fell in love, but this battle still existing for whoever this particular person is. Yeah, it was. See, look, remember I said that they were married and marriage should have been equal? Nope. Somebody's rocking solo dolo now. And I don't know, maybe someone has crossed your path. That's what I hear. They crossed your path. All I know is whatever this is, this hurts. This hurts in the sense of someone is still saying, why did I break up? But then I'm also saying that this person is like, that's okay, don't worry about it. It was meant to happen that way for me to invest in myself, get rid of these things from the past or any addiction someone had and settle down. We've had a lot of readings today with energies of settling down and recognizing the truth, the yin and the yang. So see, love comes in waves. So this person is just dealing with the emotions, right? I told you they're actually healing. They knew that they needed to go through a spiritual healing, so they actually chose to do it. Just do it. Do it, do it, do it. Yeah. Shady dishonesty energy still, haunts this particular person. Yeah, warnings of event to come. Listen, I don't think, see, devil and an angel, they have a conscience. Someone has to deal with their conscience first, and right now they're at a point where they do not know what they want to do. This person disappears. They do. They disappear and they have to deal with whatever this is. It's only going to end up one way, because if they're doing it for lust, it's going to end up in a pregnancy and creating something new. That's how the devil would control that situation. If it's an angel, it's learning to heal and move on and literally falling in love and being with the person that you have everything you want with, right? Like a past life lover coming in. But somebody is highly concerned that someone is an energy drainer. And they're just like, no. Oh, someone is still engaging with an energy drainer here. They're having to learn the light and the dark with this devil and an angel here. Somebody coming in disguise, like they're there to help you. Somebody is there to help you, but then there's somebody that says, who is this person? And they don't want to change the situation. They want you to keep revolving and doing something shady or dishonest. Yeah, they said you need to cleanse whatever the shade and dishonesty is and allow the divine feminine to come in. The divine masculine is only one, because he's in the shadow energy here. There's a feminine coming into whatever situation this is to help this masculine that is going through their healing and battling this addiction. Let's talk about the addiction. I mean, unless these cards don't want us to know anymore. What's the addiction? Tell us about the addiction, please. Please and thank you. This deck is like going off on me. Like, you already fucking know. Can't stop thinking about you. Okay. And ego. They're thinking about their penis. Yeah. Self-sabotage. They're setting themselves up and not, you guys, listen, this is the biggest mistake that so many people make, and it is ego. You know, I heard, let's get the code for creating something new here other than cleansing. How does this possible future go for whoever this person is? And they look like they want to, but they really have that devil and the whole angel thing sitting on their shoulders here. I guess this is stack number 4, right? Yeah, thank you so much. So how is this going to go? Nuisance. This is nuisances. Oh my God, creating tower moments. Look, don't bog yourself down. I'm not taking these upside down. I'm not doing it. Listen, this is a hard situation to deal with. It is, but clarity's coming and direction will be, they're going to have to make their own choice. And they better choose happiness. I feel like they're going to choose the person that they care about the most. You got this Queen of Hearts here. They're going to care for somebody that cares for them. Listen, they're going to care for this divine feminine. But, geez Louise, crackers and pickles. Like, what is this? Crackers and pickles. Crackers and pickles. This is pregnancy. This is don't. Or maybe this is, what is this? Like you owe something to somebody, or thinking with your penis? I don't know what this is, because it just doesn't resonate for me. But it's, it's the options factor, right? It's the options factor. Clarify whatever this burden is. Take 2, I heard. Yeah. Hole hopping. It's hole hopping. I'm telling you it is. Somebody needing to choose whether or not they're hole hopping, they're going to settle down, they're going to do what they want to do. But this is someone who's back and forth in relationships. This is someone who triggers another person constantly, consistently. And even if they did step into something new and divine and they cleared their good energy and everything was okay, the direction leads to happiness. It's like, bro, what do you do to get rid of these toxic mofos? These little, I don't know. You've got 1, 2, 4, 5 different nuisances here, and they just be coming at you from all angles. Like, it stresses you out. I know it does, but you know what? You have to choose to move on from whatever this is. You got to choose to say, look, I don't need all this drama. Solo dolo, I'm good. When you get it together, let me know. Blah blah blah. I don't know. I see that somebody here has to choose. You have to choose the person you want to be with. And for some reason, someone is struggling with that. It's hard, but that's because someone is out here. They're making DICK moves. I mean, they're thinking with their penis. They need to do that childhood healing. They're inexperienced when it comes to love, not realizing what their true happiness is. I don't know. If I was dealing with this particular person and they came at me out of left field, I'd be like, grow up. I'm too sexy and divine for this. I'm the best of both worlds. I'm your lover. I'm your best friend. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever this is, they're going to bump into somebody that's going to make them heal their childhood self. Like, they don't have an option. They just don't have an option. Might be the what? Might be the cheating. Soul tie. Look, and that's in red. So to me, that's a sexual energy. I don't know. Y'all better communicate how this is going to work out. Somebody might come off, but listen, don't judge. Don't judge this person the wrong way for some of you, or don't let other people come in here, these nuisances come in here and tell you something about this particular person. I promise you, don't let ego get in the way. Learn, and here's the other thing. Learn how to heal your ego. That's what they're telling you with this. Sometimes you have to do that alone. Sometimes it's really, really hard to make those decisions, but for some reason, see, and look, I went straight to it again. Love is being restored with this divine feminine. Tell me what the divine feminine message is to this masculine. That's what I feel. I really feel, see, look, needs to go through spiritual healing. Maybe you both do, but I definitely feel like y'all know in a way, right? What is the divine feminine's message to the masculine, please? Don't trip this up is what I just heard. Don't mess this up. Stack number 4. What are y'all doing? Stack number 4. What's the divine feminine? Re-energize. The feminine had to pull themselves away. Or they're going to pull themselves away because they don't want to spend too much time thinking about you. They do have to think about you because there's a lot going on with this over here. What did they see? Yeah, they see that you take time away from them. And when you do, you're like, okay, but they remain positive. The divine feminine remains highly positive and they're a light, okay? So they're very trusting, but they know something's up. And this healing, I don't know. Maybe this person is just a part of your path. That could be another thing. Solitude, positivity, light, trust, mystery. They understand you, whoever this is, but they're also questioning whether or not you're really interested. Some of you all, did you friend zone this person? I feel like I'm talking to a masculine that friend zone somebody. That's what it feels like. All right, babies. What else we got? Let's get some Paulo. How about that? I'm using this. She might be watching. I don't know. I'm using this as an opportunity to sage. Oh, I wish I had more sage to Paulo the Jesus out of her room. My dreams have been so weird. But I have really, truly enjoyed it. It's been like one beautiful trip. Like I told you, cross country. I'm not done yet. So some more to do, some more traveling. But Chula is with us. Chula is with me, chilling. You guys, I know you've seen Chula. She is doing her thing. Okay, so I'm going to actually do a 5th read, but I'm going to start with this deck. And we're going to say thank you to this deck. As to clear the energy. Remember, you guys, this is the equivalent to the 1947 version deck of the A-hole deck that we have in the office. Right? Yes. Okay. They said stop spending. I had to come out. What else? What are you spending? What are you allocating? Is this time? Is this money? What do our viewers need to know? What do they need to know? Is it time? Is it money? This is stack number 5. Ooh. It's at the bottom. Ooh, evil. So I was hearing the word masturbation. That's what I was hearing. So it could be stop spending time thinking about sex, having sex. What does it want you to do? Stop spending on sex? Stop spending money on sex? So in love. Oh, whoever it is, they're saying you're putting energy into something that you probably need to check. Ooh. Sex came out twice. I got drama and I got the Aquarius. And that is the internet, bro. That's the internet. I'm like floored by these cards. They're hilarious. What do you guys think of this? So apparently there's someone who cannot stop thinking of you. They definitely watch you on the internet. They've probably been watching you a very long time. And I just heard you have no idea how long this person has been watching you, right? This might be someone you stop spending money on. And the fact that you don't want them anymore, like, really hurts you. And so I feel like there's some sort of drama that they got themselves into. I don't necessarily see this as being you, because, or maybe you did, you know? We did see the sex tape is coming out again. So the sex tape, you guys might hear about this later. I don't know. But I do know that this is definitely an internet type of thing. Somebody's doing something to get what it is that they want. Aries. They're going to be watching you for a long time. Like, they're going to be coming back towards you, trying to find out where you are. Maybe this is like for 5 years down the road. For some of you all, this person is highly enamored with you, and they don't know how it is that there's something that it is that only you can do. They don't even want anybody else. And what they were getting ready to do, I don't see them doing that anymore because of some sort of an energy. The way that I'm reading this is it almost feels like it's an echo in their mind, or maybe you guys get together and you have sex, and there's something about a sex tape that they saw, or something like, you guys are going to be playing out. Maybe I don't see this as one night stand. I see this as investment. I see this as somebody is tired of being on the internet. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. Someone is tired of being on the internet. We have 2 aces that just came out. That's huge that these 2 aces just came out. And this is actually, like I told you, look, yeah, it's a masculine that's in conflict because they are manipulating a situation. They're manipulating someone that they want to be with, want to have marriage with, want to communicate with. What is going on here? I feel like this is a repeat in some of the readings. Like, there's definitely an energy of someone who knows what they want, and they want this person, and it's causing a problem. I don't know, maybe they're just a hoe cake. Does that make sense? Maybe they were cheating. Maybe they were doing something. Let's get away from it. I don't know. I'm irked because, see, this is what it is. I want to go back over here. This doesn't want them. Like, they had this whole plan, but now the plan's not working for them anymore because of the drama that happened over somebody's Playboy ways or Playgirl ways. And now it's like, it's evidence. Does that make sense? Like, someone has evidence on something. See? Yeah. This is a lack of faith. And I'm going to tell you right now, you guys, there's something somewhere here where they said, I don't know who, what, when, where, or why, or how this happened. It doesn't matter. I'm in love with this particular person. This is old news. I don't want to see anything other than this blessing coming into my life. There's like commitment coming from someone. There is 2 new opportunities coming in here. Somebody was at a point where nothing was working for them, right? They had people talking about them, gossiping about them, trying to harm them, trying to hurt them. And they literally, what happened is, what I'm thinking is, they made this beautiful, beautiful wish. They became hopeful, and they said, you know what? I understand that, bad people do bad things, but I don't necessarily have to spread that if I don't want to. What I can spread is, I can spread this good luck. I can spread this good faith, this good opportunity, and that's what they choose. They choose good luck, faith, and opportunities. See, I told you. And it's been revealed who these particular haters are, right? Trying to steal someone and bite off someone's ass energy here. No, you don't get to bite off of whoever's energy this is anymore. Take your own path. See what I'm saying? Take your own path. Do what you're supposed to do. This person is getting ready to move on and move forward. I feel like there was somebody here who really tried to keep somebody back and withhold them. And they did it for a long time. And now this is something that just blows up and says, you know what? It's going to move very quickly, and you're my person. I just heard Cinderella vibes for somebody. Cinderella vibes. Healing. Putting a stop to the drama, any sort of confusion, negativity, any sort of wait. Anybody that was waiting for their person to come in, your Boaz is here, boo. Your person is here. Your soulmate is here. Thinking of you. So I don't know, you called them in, you know, and maybe they've just been sitting around bored, like, where's my person? Blah, 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 blah. Well, they found you now, didn't they? They found you now. Yeah. Interesting. You finally crossed someone's path is what I'm hearing. You crossed someone's path, but you didn't make a deal with the devil in order to do it. You decided to make some sort of change. And you said, I'm not going to be picking and choosing. I'm not going to let, you know, these things that are being presented that are false be my story. No. If it didn't feel right, if it felt false, you weren't doing it. See? Yes. Like I said. Yeah. This is funny. Like I said. Yeah. You guys have dealt with crazy ass people. You know, you're dodging bullets and stuff. Say reading over. You dodged this bullet. The people that have been cheating, you did not realize, you know, that they were really just trying to get you trapped in a situation. I don't know who Slim is. I feel like that's a person. But slim chance. And this slim chance that they were going to get you trapped again? Nope. See? I don't know what this is. Sex with others? Soulmate. Karma. Deal with the devil. Pregnancy. I just said this. It says watch your back. So a lot of you guys, whatever it is that you are hoping for, striving for, I really feel like this message repeated itself. Just be mindful that there are others out here that would try to take your shine, create confusion, you know, and they're sex-based. I heard demon. That's what I heard. Sex-based type of demon that would just say, no, we're going to try to block you and stop you from moving forward. But you're so healed and you get that the drama that is coming in is meant to try to break you, that you don't allow it to. See? Boredom and losing interest. Yeah, you already know what is not meant for you. That's what I feel. You know what is not meant for you. Expecting and leaving a legacy. You're going to be developing something new. And as you do, something that you used to deal with will now go away. What's the healing aspect for your something new? Silenced. Gaining faith. Time to reset. So the healing message that's here, it says needs to go through a spiritual healing. See, look, this isn't even supposed to be in this deck. Hold on. Uh-oh. See, rock out solo dolo. Let your person do their healing. All right. Some of you all, if this person again, that battling addictions came out, I told you this reading just kind of bled over. 4 and 5. Jeez Louise. Okay, 4 and 5. I have a feeling that this was very recent for some of you. Maybe even happened very quickly. You're about to be blessed. Some of you all, you're about to be married, and other people are just going to hate on it. I don't know why they choose to hate, but maybe it just didn't work for them. That's just kind of what I feel. I want you guys to protect your blessings. That is what it feels like. Protect your blessings. I'm going to do a stack number 6 too. Yep, we're doing a stack number 6. It's just interesting the way the cards are coming out. If you don't resonate, I get it. I get it. You guys, please make sure that you are hitting the like button, hanging out with me. Let's shuffle a little bit here. Let's clear the energy on that. And this is the cube for clearing that energy, the cube for this energy, and the lithium quartz for this energy. Revenge porn, is what you said. Oh, Divine chooses myself. That's crazy. I've been telling um my younger ones that this is, again, we've been talking about integrity, and I've been telling them, like, you have to do things in a passionate way so that you are striving for more, right? And when ego really gets the best of you, when you work on myself, you work on self, that just helps so much better. It's so much better. So, yeah, I'm just going to throw some love out there. You guys hit those little hearts. You know, I really appreciate that. I do. So, I'm actually going to pin your comment. Thank you. I appreciate that. Everybody that needs to find this channel normally finds this channel. We were having issues with sound earlier. It was so weird. All right, I'm taking a hot second break because I can feel the energy, just a little bit of a pull here. We also need to go take the puppy on a walk before it gets too dark. She does not have one yet. Have faith. Definitely have faith. What else are we doing here? We are going to do Twin Flame Exposed. Since we have reunited the decks this past week, we've been using the decks just to kind of see the overall message and vibe, and I'm going to share it with you guys here on YouTube today. All right. Distance, going separate ways. Distance, going separate ways. So this man is walking away from someone, right? They're choosing to strike up a new path. I will say that this is a sunrise. Whatever it was, if it was vampiric in any way, nature, form, something that was pulling him back into a darkness, they are choosing to let that go. Because then you got transforming and letting go. Letting endings happen so that, this beautiful transformation, butterfly energy, can now come in and help things to bloom. Yes, love is your scent. See, it's meant for the universe to come in. It's your time. Like, they can sense, they can smell you. They're like, hey, something's got to go, right? Love offer coming in. To me, this is the universe telling you that your new opportunity, it's not even a new opportunity, it's something else. It's enlightenment, your new path to enlightenment. You're always going to be learning, is what I'm hearing. So your new path, that's where you're headed. Holding on to past karma and past grudges. Yeah. It was time. It was outdated. It was time for you to let it go. I know it was shiny. I know it was neat. I know it was, dreamy. Maybe it's jewelry that someone else got you, but it's definitely got you cuffed. Right? Someone also, I remember this deck. Wow. Somebody truly, truly fantasizing over you. And they need to go through a spiritual healing. I told you, rock on, solo dolo. It came out. I mean, it came out. So that's what Spirit says. It came out again. We're in the 6th reading. The divine has sought you out to help you get past these things. If you keep thinking about this person, it's because you're being stubborn. You need to embody your own true essence here. And instead of fantasizing about blurry things that are illusions and not real, or they're delusions, embrace your energy. Okay? They say you're daydreaming when it comes to whether or not this person is, right for you. Yeah, and they said, daydream about what your ancestors need you to do. There should be no more looking back. You keep seeing these signs, right? I know I do. I ask a question, I look down, there's a white feather. I ask a question, I look down, there's a gray feather, or there's one with brown lines in it, or whatever it is that I'm doing. Your ancestors are talking to you and saying that this person has a controlling, they got something over you, and they need you to gain faith. They tell you that they're faithful. They tell you that you're faithful, and you want them to be faithful. I get that. But they're dealing with the demon. They are dealing with the demon. And so your guides want you to spiritually protect yourself. They're guiding you in the right way and showing you that, yes, everybody has free will. But if they're going to keep in believing on those shady illusions and not recognize they need to go through the healing, then it's always going to be a back and forth thing. They're always going to continuously let the devil in. And again, as we started this reading, the mother guidance came out from this deck. Here she is again. She is saying, I got you. I want to help you get rid of this. And you need to learn to recognize when the illusions are not meant for you. What do you need to do to recognize the soul healing that needs to be done? Some of you all, this is losing children. Some of you all, to me, this could be a masculine or a feminine that has lost many children, realizing that this was not their person. They keep losing children. And if it had been a strong foundation, the signs that their ancestors would have given, oh, these are the signs their ancestors did give. They're telling you that you must have a strong foundation with whoever it is that you're choosing to be with. Someone is also trying to tell you this is not just about a lover. This is not just about, if you're able to keep this person. This is about your abilities. This is about your ability to be able to step into the spiritual realm and stay strong and fight the battles. You need to do some sort of spiritual healing so that you can do this. Some of you all, I just feel this is a higher calling for some people because you are constantly dealing with people that are shady and effing dishonest. You might, get caught up in that shady and dishonest energy as well. And when you need to cleanse yourself. Some of you, again, if you've never cleansed yourself before, this would be that time. Some of you all cleansing yourself from someone that wanted to hold on to you, tie you and bind you, you can sense that you do need to spiritually cleanse them so you can step into this new lover. I feel a lover here. I sense the lover. The divine is giving you a lover, but you're stagnating on something. You're stagnating and you're being loyal to something that you're not supposed to be loyal to. What's this thing you're being loyal to going to turn out to do? It's going to keep coming for you, that's for sure. It likes your light. Butterfly feelings when I'm with you. Fifth dimensional lover. They're going to try to block your fifth dimensional lover because they don't want you going out with anybody else. They want you to still come back to them, but it's a roller coaster freaking ride. It's a roller coaster ride. I feel like you guys remember these cards before I, let them move. Okay. I do agree that we should tell that demon to move on. Whatever it is, if you guys feel it's a demon, it's a demon. Some of you guys see in different ways. You see different lights, you see different sounds. Yeah. For those of you guys that are dealing with haunted places, I just want you to know I'm in freaking downtown San Antonio, and this is one of the most haunted places freaking ever. And if it does anything for me, is it definitely makes me step into my power. You know what I mean? Look, past life. So, those old school cities. Those old school cities. That's what I'm thinking, that song. We built this city on rock and roll. I don't know who needed to hear that song, but whatever. Guidance from your ancestors, right? Stepping into your power. Maybe you guys need to dance to that song, or you're going to hear this song. Some of you all, I don't know why I'm hearing somebody thinks someone's a dirty, crooked politician. Some of them are, but then I guess this is stack number 7. I don't know. I'm just reading and doing a general. Some are dirty, crooked politicians, or some people are, but there's also people that are divinely guided to help you. And that's another thing. Your guiding energy wants you to know about the energy drainer that is around you. They want to have a conversation with you about that person. Okay, then. All right. This will help you to, depending on whatever read you came from, establish that strong root foundation. So, Spirit wants you to know how to establish a strong root foundation. What is it that you need to know about this energy drainer? What it is you need to know about the energy drainer. What do you need to know about the energy drainer? Okay, we were talking about a politician. We did. We. Mm-hmm. That was my stomach. You have to excuse me. I'm hungry. I'm ready for dinner. I only had a light lunch today. So what this says to me, there's somebody trying to talk their way into a situation. So this is a very, very karmic energy. This is someone who could come in and try to apologize to you, or this is the offer. Okay, somebody there, and I see multiple stories here. Somebody wanting to say, "Hey, um, let me just not. Hold on. Please clarify the King of Swords. Thank you. Clarify the rest. Thank you. I need to know about this energy drainer. Yeah, this way, this way. Okay, so there is someone here that is highly manipulative. This energy drainer is interested in one thing and one thing only, and that is going to be sex. Do you reciprocate? Is there someone they are looking for someone that would be willing to help them betray their person? They actually have a person and betray their person consistently. And they would like someone to sit by their side and allow them to betray their person, right? There is someone here who, and this is from a negative standpoint, okay? Like you can spin cards however you want, you can make them positive, you can make them negative, but we're looking at the karmic energy drainer. This person talks a good game. They talk a good game and say that something has ended or somebody is sleeping on something. I feel like this is an energy of where they just get close to you. They get close to you without ever really showing you their true intentions. And ultimately, coming across and depending on whether or not they're vicious or not, red rumming your dreams or red rumming something you had going on. I really, really want someone to be very careful. I also see that if someone is dating someone older than them, they could potentially see that uh one of their parents actually ends up sleeping with this particular person, over the holiday season. I definitely see that. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. But I mean, it is what it is, and it's one of those things like it never should have happened. Um, and we're gonna pretend like it didn't happen, but I don't know. I also want you guys to be very, very understanding that there could be a feminine that is hurt, very hurt, and so she's throwing some sort of sex magic. And this sex magic is meant to keep her in a empress status, and it's not going to do that. It's actually going to backfire. It's a whole, like, what are you putting out there into the universe? And the universe is actually going to block the blessing she's asking for. And it will also stop any flow of money that was coming in from her person or her ex very, very quickly. Okay, like it's just one of those things it's going to do. Like you don't have a choice over it. Okay. Let me see. Let me see who. So somebody said one of the parents slept with who. So I see a feminine. I would say it's the mother that slept with the daughter's boyfriend, is the way that it looks. Or it could be the father with the younger girl. I just, overall, I'm not necessarily sure why. And it's a Libra. I see an air sign masculine that's waiting to kind of, I don't know if they're going to create a lie, or if there's something here where somebody is pushing to someone to terminate, you know what I mean? Like a pregnancy. I hate to say that, but there's a lot going on here. And it could be because, somebody is dealing with another person and they've got a whole nother relationship. All I know is the crowning factor here is the Five of Swords, which is bull, sugar, honey, iced tea. Okay. And there's a lot going on in the sense of someone being highly dishonest. Somebody's going to somebody will find out that someone has been cheating or is cheating, will continue to cheat. What energy would you like them to know about this karmic ass energy drainer? Somebody's lying. So if somebody's out here saying that someone doesn't want you, you know what I mean, or want to be with you, something like that, they're lying. Somebody could also be trying to harm your business, trying to stop your money, trying to tell people that they shouldn't buy your product, listen to your product, do anything like that. But that's just because they're frustrated because you're different than they are. This is someone else's energy drainer. And this energy drainer actually doesn't really put much effort into you. You may have never even spoken to this particular person, but there's something about them that just, I don't know. They question you. They question your validity for some reason. I don't know who they are to think that they can question you. Maybe they're a little psychotic, right? I don't know. And maybe they have mommy issues. That's another thing. They have mommy issues. That's what I'm hearing. Maybe you're the same sign as their mommy. Okay. Never coming back with a heart. Don't want you. Return of the ex. Well, okay. So basically what this says to me is if you're dealing with an energy drainer, they are definitely giving to more than one party. It is a betrayal. You understand? Their ex keeps coming back around and someone here is being deceived. All right. I am going to say that if anything were to ever just like pop off, like capping, whatever this is, somebody, the other woman is what this turns out to be. But this person is going to continuously try to come back. And even if you were to speak to this particular feminine, I don't know, somebody, is going to say, yes, this person has been with me for quite some time, blah, 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 blah. And they're going to describe their person as being evil. So they're going to be like, and you're going to tell them about the evil and the things that they've been doing to you. Doesn't matter. You're a woman. It is what it is. You know what it is when people have sex just to lie. And they say, why do people cheat? Because they can. But I don't know. It's a cheating factor. Some people look at it as cheating. Some people don't look at it as cheating. There's a lot of emotion. See, look, just live free, worry free. If they can come back and spin the block, then they will. Pick and choose. See? Change. They like to change it. And if that's the case, if they want to have flavors are important. But if you need a whole lot of flavors, it says we're over. All right. I think I'm good, you guys. We've definitely been here for quite possibly over an hour. But that was what? How many? 6 stacks? That was 6 stacks. I might come back later. It all depends on what I'm going to do. And I'll do a Sagittarius reading for you guys too. Because I know you definitely deserve it. All right. So those of you guys that held out with me, hung out with me today, I appreciate you so, so much. Again, make sure you hit the like button. We are sharing. We are subscribing. I'm hitting my own 100 right there. Right? All right. Now it's time to say goodbye with one more final message. One more. I love you. The offer to heal shouldn't have you in your head and twisted, and stress you out, right? Long-term healing is a good thing. It's the people that manipulate you into thinking that healing is a bad thing that you need to be rejecting. And those angel spirits and those people that really love you, that are supposed to be coming around, they'll be there when they need to be there. See, reunite. Your angels, your guides, your ancestors, they're coming to talk with you. See, look, they're watching over you, protecting you. They're on some boss stuff. They know that you're stressed out and they don't want you to have to feel that way. So what are the ancestors? Any other ancestor messages? I'm just not supposed to let y'all go yet. It is what it is. Ancestor message. So in love, drama, Aquarius, 5 years. People love you. Somebody thinks someone doesn't want them, but they do want you, baby. Coming back to you. Sex. They've been probably out here. They've been with other people doing what they need to do, but you are the queen. You've been here for a hot minute is all I can say. There's an investment in you. Something about year 5. Maybe you guys have been together for 5 years, or you've been investing in something for 5 years. And it's whatever this is, you're well acquainted with something. There's a soul tie energy here. You're finally getting to meet someone after 5 years of work that you've done. Whatever this is, it's not going to be something that harms you. Look, I don't think you see it coming though, because I believe that says sage. It says Sag. There's some sort of drama coming. It's all right. You'll hear something, but it's all good. It's all good. Don't self-sabotage. Don't overthinking. Don't overthink it. Don't worry about who's been looking you up. None of that. Internet drama. Maybe you guys are going to be stepping onto a show. You'll be on there for 5 years. Somebody who loves you. So I'm saying, somebody could be calling you a homie hopper. These cards are crazy. Oh, that's fucking funny. Excuse my French, sorry. All right, you guys, I love you bunches. Make sure you're protecting yourself and doing the right thing. When you need help, ask for help. You have inner knowing, miracles, and breaking free of things that do not serve you. Yes, highly blessed, favored. Blessings. And you know what's crazy is I just bought Chula a shirt. It's like a pink with hot pink writing, and it says blessings. So I love you guys bunches. Maybe I'll post a picture of Chula in her shirt. And you guys be easy. All right. Let me know how you're doing in the comment section. Feel free to tag the time of the, pick 6 or 7 or whatever other readings we did. That really does help your girl out. I hope your holiday vacation has been blessed. This Palo is for you. I want you guys to, make sure you're cleansing your homes and bringing in good vibrations through the new year. I know I'm about to go handle some business real quick. I'm just bouncing back and forth between states, like I told you. So, love you bunches, booze. Love you bunches. We're going to get this Palo smoking. So I can sleep tonight. These spirits, they don't like going away after I open up the door. So we got to make sure we close the door correctly. You know what I mean? Good intentions, good energy. Call Archangel Michael in to watch over anybody that watched over this reading today. Whether or not it triggered you, I hope you walk away healed. I hope you walk away feeling cleansed and abundant, knowing that you can allow negativity just to, be where it was yesterday, and your new day is blessed. All right, that's for you guys. So, namaste. That's for you. I'll go this way. There we go. See? Love you bunches. Peace and love, Chris.